Judi Pym, Regional Sales Manager for Canada for Atlantic City, and she's here to join us today to tell us more about this exciting destination in the US. Judi, welcome.
Well, thanks so much, Devin. I'm glad to be here today.
Yes, go ahead. Tell us about Atlantic City.
Okay, great. Thank you. Well, first of all, everyone, I just want to thank you for making the time for us. I know these are unusual times. There's lots of educational opportunities out there. So we're excited that you've taken the time to learn about Atlantic City. And I want to let you know that we are doing a draw tomorrow from the webinar participants for a $100 Amazon gift card. So hopefully luck is on your side, right? Anyway, let's get started with Atlantic City. First of all, we obviously want to acknowledge what's going on right now. Of course, these are unusual times, and we hope that once the crisis is subsiding and the borders reopen, that Atlantic City is ready for you, and we hope that the presentation will inspire you to consider Atlantic City. So first I'll show you a quick video that was developed once COVID-19 hit.
It may not seem like the right time to think about travel, but this too shall pass. Now more than ever, we need to come together as a community and a destination. Atlantic City is eager to welcome you back to our seaside destination when we defeat this crisis and come back stronger together. Our team is ready to assist you when the timing is right. In the meantime, we wish you good health now and in the future. Be safe and stay connected. Experiences await here.
So for Atlantic City, really location, 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 as a real estate agent would say. We're 2 hours from New York City, 60 minutes from Philadelphia. So while we have an airport in Atlantic City, for Canadian travelers, Philadelphia is the best option. There's no direct service into Atlantic City Airport. And of course, we have multiple airlines going into Philadelphia, and it's a quick 60-minute transfer from the airport. So flying wise, that is the best option. We're 3.5 hours from Washington, DC, 10 hours from Toronto, and 8 hours from Montreal. So it's a great drive destination, or if you have clients that are interested in motor coach tours, many coach tours doing the eastern side of the United States do include Atlantic City. So that's another great way to fit Atlantic City into your travel plans. Just let you know some of the facts. We're well located on the East Coast. We just talked about easy access by train and car, or by car, and of course trains into or from Philadelphia or New York into Atlantic City. We actually have America's first boardwalk dating back to 1870. And the interesting fact there is it was actually originally constructed to stop the sand from going into the hotel lobbies. So interesting, true, funny little fact. We're a golfer's paradise with over 20 golf courses. So that's probably not what comes to mind first for Atlantic City. So now you can put it on your list as a golf destination. We have 7 miles of sandy beaches, 18,000 hotel rooms from brands that you know, and we'll cover those later in the presentation, and 9 world-class casinos. So Atlantic City is the largest gaming destination on the East Coast. I'm going to show you another quick video to familiarize you with Atlantic City.
A place to dream, a place to soar, a place for pleasure, a place for purpose, a place to play. Whatever your speed, whatever your passion, this re-energized American playground has something for everyone. Come experience the energy and many heartbeats of unforgettable, unstoppable
Unexpected, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
And moving on to one of our attractions in Atlantic City, we have Boardwalk Hall. It's built in 1929, and the venue offers a 14,000 seat arena, which in the past has offered performances by Lady Gaga, Jennifer Lopez, my favorite Bruce Springsteen, and our very own Celine Dion. So when the time is right, we will look forward to concerts here in the future. A recent lobby renovation at Boardwalk Hall has allowed for the addition of the Atlantic City Experience, which is an interactive timeline highlighting key dates of the city's rich past. So it's a good stop if you want to learn a little bit more about the history of Atlantic City. And also featured here, and what you're seeing in the image, is the world's largest, noisiest, and oldest pipe organ. In fact, this organ has over 33,000 pipes. And we do offer a free 30-minute concert and tour May through September. So something unique that you can do in Atlantic City that you're not going to see anywhere else. My favorite stop actually in Atlantic City is Steel Pier. I love rides, and so this is the spot for me. It is the most historic and iconic landmark in Atlantic City. It features rides, including a custom painted carousel that has scenes from Atlantic City's history, and also the observation wheel, which is what you're seeing in the upper right photo, and I will give you more details on the observation wheel as we make our way through the presentation. Steel Pier also offers games and many food options. It really is a fun experience and kind of a little bit of a step back in time in some ways for people of all ages. And one of the rides out on the end of the pier is the swings. So if you take that ride, it really feels like you're flying out over the ocean. So truly a lot of fun. And the other image you're looking at is the lighthouse that we have in Atlantic City. It was designed by a Civil War general and dates back to 1857. With 228 steps, it is the tallest in New Jersey and offers great views of the skyline as well as the back bays of Atlantic City. And historic Gardner's Basin is nestled on the protected channel along the back bays that I just mentioned. This area includes the Atlantic City Aquarium, Atlantic City Cruises, which I have participated in one of the cruises that you're seeing in the image, and that was a lot of fun to not only go out in the ocean, but the back bay area. Boating, fishing opportunities as well, and parasailing and dolphin watching. There are a few restaurants in this area, and of course, offering fantastic seafood. A surprise for many, I'm sure, is the fact that Atlantic City has over 20 wineries and breweries. I mean, I'm thinking New Jersey is not the first place that pops into your mind for wine, but in fact, we have the Renault winery that dates back 100 years. So the area has been producing wine for a long, long time. And of course, tours and tastings are available. In addition, we have foodie tours, and also the Anthony Bourdain food trail does go through Atlantic City. So we have a few stops on his food trail locally. So for those that were fans of Anthony Bourdain, that might be something to do. Another highlight is the Little Water Distillery, and it's a craft distillery offering some interestingly named, I would say, liquor options. So we have Liberty Rum, Prosperity Rum, Whitecap Whiskey, 48 Blocks Vodka, and the Rusted Revolver Gin. So maybe you want to add that to your list of stops. I mentioned earlier the observation wheel, and this is actually the third largest in the United States, and it stands 227 feet tall. Some fun facts: it opened in the fall of 2017. It features 40 temperature-controlled gondolas. Each revolution takes 3 minutes. Each ride takes 5 revolutions, so you'll be up there for 15 minutes. The maximum capacity is 240 passengers. And you can see in the image some lights on the wheel. We actually have a 13,000 light package, so it really is a spectacular sight at nighttime. And in addition, the wheel does offer unique packages for events. So if you have people going down for family reunion or guys golf weekend, girls get together, whatever it might be, if the wheel is on your list, there's certainly the opportunity to purchase a package. On to food in Atlantic City, and before I get started, I do want to mention that right now Atlantic City is similar phase 2 environment. So our restaurants right now are takeout and patio. So we do have that limitation right now in Atlantic City, and we'll keep our eye on changes in the phasing back to what will be our new normal. So food in Atlantic City, lots of options, including some local favorites: Doc's Oyster Bar, Carmine's Family Style Italian, and White House Subs. White House Subs has actually been around since 1946 and offers subs on one-of-a-kind Atlantic City Italian bread. So again, a unique opportunity in Atlantic City that you're not going to get anywhere else. And of course, our fabulous celebrity restaurants, including Bobby Flay's Steak at Borgata, Guy Fieri's Chop House at Bally's, Angeline by Michael Simon at Borgata. I actually just bought one of his cookbooks, really, really great. Gordon Ramsay's Pub and Grill at Caesars, and we also have Gordon Ramsay's Steak at Harrah's. When it comes to shopping, we offer Tanger Outlets The Walk with over 100 retail stores, including Nike, Michael Kors, Coach, Kate Spade, Polo Ralph Lauren. The area is anchored by Bass Pro Shops, so there's something for everyone at this outlet. And Atlantic City offers tax-free shopping on clothes and shoes, so just another reason to come visit us. Canadian visitors will also receive a coupon book offering further discounts. And this shopping area is within walking distance from many of the hotels and the boardwalk. In fact, the walk sits 1 block behind Caesars and Bally's, which are both on the boardwalk. Okay, as I mentioned, Atlantic City is the largest gaming destination on the East Coast and second in the US after Las Vegas. So I want to take a look at the casino properties. At the moment, the casino properties are closed. The target date is 4th of July weekend to reopen. But again, we're waiting to hear from state officials. So certainly that will be announced when we have the date. So we'll start with Bally's Atlantic City. It is right in the center of the action at the heart of Atlantic City. It's at the corner of Park Place and the boardwalk. So if that's sounding familiar, that intersection, the board game Monopoly is actually based on Atlantic City. The property offers over 1,200 guest rooms, numerous restaurants, including Guy Fieri's Chop House and Harry's Oyster Bar, and of course, the very latest in gaming. Next to Bally's is Caesars Atlantic City. This is an 1,100 guest room property, and it is a AAA 4-diamond location. Great dining options here include Nero's Italian Steakhouse, Morton's, Kwai Noodle House, and as mentioned, Gordon Ramsay's Pub and Grill. The Circus Maximum Theater here is, or has, I guess, hosted Jerry Seinfeld, Tony Bennett. The property also offers Qua Bath and Spa. In addition to the main casino floor, Caesars also offers the Wild West area that includes the book sports betting, as well as beer pong, live music, and the cheapest happy hour in town. So we do need to know those little secrets when we're going to visit a new destination. The Hard Rock Hotel and Casino is formerly Trump Taj Mahal. So that was recreated by Hard Rock. They opened in 2018. The renovated property features an amazing lobby with so much musical memorabilia. I get stuck there every time I walk in the front door. Multiple restaurants and shops, and of course gaming. It is located directly across from Steel Pier, so it makes the property a really great location. Continuing on the boardwalk, we have Oceans Resort and Casino. It is the former Revel location, so it reopened in 2018 as well. Over 1,800 guest rooms. This is the tallest building in Atlantic City, so it offers amazing views of the ocean, and it's located to one end of the boardwalk, so it's a little bit of a quieter area, and a beautiful property with many shops, 16 restaurants, including Wahlburgers. Resorts Casino Hotel is located next to the Hard Rock, and they say it has the hottest casino floor. This property is definitely all about fun. The resort is home to Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville and the Landshark Bar and Grill, which happens to be the only year-round beach bar in Atlantic City. This property offers additional dining options, multiple retail shops, new casino gaming. The property has 942 guest rooms, and in fact, this is the original casino on the boardwalk, and it was the first one outside of Nevada when it opened, which was May 26, 1978. Last but not least on the boardwalk casino locations is Tropicana. It is over 2,000 rooms in 4 towers. The property has a Cuban-inspired design and offers an indoor shopping atrium. In addition to casino, and I must say this has been voted the luckiest casino in Atlantic City, the property has 24 restaurants, 25 retail shops, 18 nightlife options, and also IMAX theater. So lots happening at Tropicana. I want to move over to the Marina area. We do have 3 casinos there. So when I talk about the back bays, the Marina area is beyond the back bay. So different location than the boardwalk. And we'll start with Borgata. Borgata is the largest property in New Jersey, in fact, with over 2,700 rooms. It is an upscale AAA 4-diamond MGM property. It includes dining from around the world, including outlets by celebrity chefs Bobby Flay and Michael Simon that I already mentioned, also Wolfgang Puck. They recently added a lobby bar, so this is a great addition to Borgata. And on the weekends, the lobby bar becomes a piano bar with live entertainment. Also at this property, 6 pools, spa, and a theater, in addition, of course, to the casino. Harrah's Resort and Casino is a Caesars Entertainment property, right around the 2,600 room mark, and they have just completed renovations last year of the Coastal Tower, and they were in the process of renovating an additional tower, and all construction is on hold in Atlantic City at the moment. So we'll hope that that will restart as soon as we enter into future phases in Atlantic City. This property, aside from its casino play, has a tropical pool complex, spa, and multiple dining options, of course, including Gordon Ramsay's steak. And I forgot to mention earlier, I mean, Gordon Ramsay's restaurants has the absolute best sticky toffee pudding. So if you're able to visit Gordon Ramsay's at either Caesars or Harrah's, be sure to try the sticky toffee pudding and let me know what you thought. We also have Martirano's and Veracruz. Veracruz offers Mexican and Spanish cuisine at Harrah's. The final casino property in Atlantic City, so the 9th property, is the Golden Nugget with 700 luxury rooms. This property is also a AAA 4-diamond hotel. The property has fresh modern look and aside from gaming offers nightly entertainment, retail shops, multiple restaurants, and additional amenities include a spa, salon, and a rooftop pool here. So great views from the pool. Again, just to reiterate, casino properties are not open at the moment. We are targeting July 4th. And certainly that will be announced when we have the final word. Moving on to our non-gaming properties, I'll just chat about these 4, and non-gaming properties are open. So if you're interested in Atlantic City and you want to go tomorrow, certainly the non-gaming properties are available. We'll start with the Claridge Hotel, which is second in the images from the left. This is a Radisson property with an amazing history. It's known as the skyscraper by the sea. It was actually built in 1929. The historic property's notable guest lists includes Marilyn Monroe, Frank Sinatra, Princess Grace of Monaco, and Al Capone stayed here, offering multiple on-site bars. The view on the 23rd floor is amazing and really a must visit while at the property. The hotel is located behind Brighton Park, and it's just a short walk to entertainment, shopping, and dining. Showboat is reopened in 2016. So in 2014, Showboat closed as a casino property, reopened in 2016 as a non-gaming hotel. It is an iconic property on the boardwalk. It's been there for over 20 years, and it offers one-of-a-kind Atlantic City eatery, as well as the surf bar with great ocean views. The interesting thing about Showboat is they're currently talking about the possibility of converting it back to a casino hotel. So hold on, and we'll see what the future brings for Showboat. The Courtyard by Marriott is located just 1 block from the beach and boardwalk, and it is walking distance to the Outlet Mall and Boardwalk Hall. The location offers all that we have come to expect from the Marriott brand, and it is a highly ranked property on TripAdvisor. The last property I want to highlight is the Sheraton Atlantic City Hotel, and interestingly, this is the home of the largest private collection of Miss America memorabilia. So you're not going to see that anywhere else. So we're learning all kinds of things about Atlantic City that are quite unique. And also the Tun Tavern restaurant and breweries here, and they offer live music on the weekends. It's adjacent to the outlet shopping area and within walking distance of all that is Atlantic City, including the boardwalk. Well, Atlantic City is known as the entertainment capital of the Jersey Shore. You can see on the slide here, we've had a couple of our big name Canadian entertainers actually recently in Atlantic City. And when the time is right, we will look forward to some amazing performances, both at the Boardwalk Hall, at some of the casino properties, and also we'll hope that our beach concert series comes back as well. That actually brings me to the end of the presentation. Again, I really appreciate your time and your interest in learning more about Atlantic City. And I'll turn it back over to Devin to see if we have any questions.
Yes, hi Judy, thank you so much. That was a great presentation. I just want to remind all of our viewers that you can ask questions in the Q&A box, and we're going to go through them right now. So, given that COVID is on everyone's mind, it's no surprise that there's a few kind of COVID related questions in here. Yeah. Let's start with, can you paint the picture of what safety and hygiene protocols are going to be apparent in Atlantic City for guests?
Yes, I think that the state is still working on what all the final details will be as we move into the next phase. But certainly, because some of the casino properties have properties also in Las Vegas, which has started to open up, we're seeing what their minimums are, so or how they're proceeding with safety and hygiene protocols. So I think you're going to see things like when you check into your hotel, having a sealed room sticker, and then no housekeeping while you're on property. So they'll just clean the room before you arrive. They'll seal it so you know nobody else has been in there while you stay. You won't have housekeeping. You'll have access to what you need. However, housekeeping won't enter your room. We're seeing that the staff must wear masks, and it will be up to the state of New Jersey whether masks become mandatory for guests and visitors or whether they're optional, which is where Nevada is. So some of these things we still have to wait and see, as they haven't been clarified for the next phase. But certainly you're going to see, as you're seeing throughout the United States, more hand washing stations, and you're going to, you don't necessarily see the cleaning people all the time, but now you will see that, wiping down the elevator buttons and monitoring the elevators and all those kinds of things that we haven't seen before. So I think you'll see Atlantic City have some similar takes to Nevada, but they will be New Jersey rules. So we'll have to wait until the state announces them.
Okay, do you have any idea when the state is planning on announcing these?
Well, we're hoping that the casino properties are going to open July 4th, so that's within 3 weeks' time. I think the properties are indicating that they need a good 2 weeks' notice. So I'm hoping that we'll hear something in the next couple of weeks. But I think as we're learning here in Canada, moving forward means you have to have lower numbers. And I think that I can't make a guess on how the state is going to move forward, because they're analyzing everything every day, as we are here. I'm in Ontario, as we have been doing here in Ontario. So
yeah, I know everyone's kind of dealing with all these moving targets.
Yeah, it's interesting times for sure. And I think we're headed to a new normal. And I think New Jersey's come a long way. So, as I say, we're hopeful for July 4, but we'll just have to wait on the news.
Okay, we have a question from a viewer. Is Atlantic City open to international tourists?
Yes, it is. Of course, if you're asking about Canada specifically, of course, we still have the non-essential travel ban, and we also have the physical border closure. So that's a bit of a, catch. If you want to fly into New York City, then you can go to New Jersey, I suppose, or fly into Philadelphia, because flights are running. That's that tricky spot where we are right now. So it's not that we're not open to international travelers, but in the case of Canada, our land border is closed. So at this time,
I think in the US, the only people that are officially allowed not to fly in is Brazil, China, but they're working on that, Europe, and Iran. Is that the correct list?
Yeah, well, I think you're correct. And what we do know, and has been in the press in the last couple of weeks, is that you can fly into the US from Canada. You're going to have to self-isolate when you get back for 14 days. But certainly Canadians can, at this time, fly to the US, but cannot drive unless it's essential or follows that new family guideline.
Yes. Okay, thank you for clarifying. That provides a lot of information. Along this same line of thought, are the beaches open this summer?
The beaches are open. They're actually open now in Atlantic City. So if you're there, you can certainly enjoy the beach, the boardwalk. The outlet mall is open. It is an outdoor mall. So all the shops are open. And as I say, restaurants are takeout and outdoor dining at the moment, but we'll hope to progress to indoor dining soon. A lot of the casino properties have indoor dining, so hoping that that might go hand in hand.
Okay, great. We have another question from an agent. Can travel agents book any of the attractions for their clients ahead of time? And if so, how is it commissionable?
Yeah, I would say that that's not something that we offer at the moment. The exception would be Steel Pier. So, like if you're planning an event and you need to call ahead, they could reserve things, but there's really nothing that I'm aware of on a prepay basis that would then be commissionable to the agents. I can double check to see if that's anything that's in development, but at the moment I'm not aware of anything.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is, which tour operators carry Atlantic City? Let's keep that specific to Canada. What Canadian tour operators?
Okay, I know that ACV has it in their New York program, so that's maybe one that people aren't really thinking about. But then we have coach operators, so you know that it does change. I mean, it can be anyone from Taipan Tours to Great Canadian Coach Tours, and I'm, you know, anywhere in between. So the coach tours tend to be Ontario and Quebec operators, but they sometimes cycle Atlantic City in and out. So Maxima out of Hamilton usually generally offers Atlantic City. Others, like maybe a Hanover, might cycle it in and out. So certainly if anyone wants more detailed information, they can just shoot me an email and I'll be happy to get the information on who's going to be offering 2021 for sure. I think 2020 is a bit of a wait and see, right? Because we need the border and the 14-day self-isolation to clear itself, I think, before we'll see any coach tours going down.
Okay, another issue facing Canadians these days, you know, besides all this COVID stuff, is our very weak Canadian dollar. An agent would like to know, are there any incentives to entice Canadians in regards to savings?
You know, we don't have, I mean, I know there are some really great programs from a couple of key destinations in particular in the United States that encourage Canadian visitors. We don't have a program at this time, but again, I'm happy to follow up to see if it's something that is going to be considered moving forward. But at this time, we don't have that type of incentive program.
Okay, that's fine. Another agent would like to know, what is at the top of the list to do or see in Atlantic City?
Boy, that's a tough, you know, that's a tough one. I already mentioned that you have to have sticky toffee pudding. So if it's me going, that's number one. But it really, it depends on the traveler. I mean, if you're a golfer, it's a great opportunity. If you are interested in wineries and craft breweries, that would be at the top of your list. So I think if you're a gamer, you know, if you're into gaming and you're a Caesars Reward member or a MGM member, you're going to head to that casino first. So I think it really does depend on the client. For me, like seriously, for me, no trip is complete without walking the entire boardwalk and going out to Steel Pier. To me, that is what Atlantic City is based on, what it's about. You know, we even have a little walking area.
Uh-oh, did we lose Judi? Hello, Judi.
Hello?
Hi, sorry, you cut out for a second. Go ahead now. Uh-oh, looks like Judi's internet connection is losing us. Judi? Okay, I think this signals the end of the webinar. Unfortunately, Judi isn't here to wrap it up with us. You see her contact details there, Judi at discovertheworld.ca. Please get in contact with her about any additional questions. We'll be sending around a replay of the webinar and the PowerPoint presentation, so keep a lookout for that. Judi also has an exciting prize for one of you lucky agents out there, so we'll get in touch via email for whoever wins. So I just want to thank everyone so much for joining us. Oh, Judi, are you back?
I'm back. I'm sorry. Who knows what's going on in these crazy times? Anyway, go ahead. I am here. And
I was wrapping things up without you, but now that you're back, we have a few more questions if you have time for those.
Yes. Okay. I don't know how the screen is looking, but let's leave it as it is, and we'll mutter our way through.
Okay. Another agent has a question. What is the transportation like in Atlantic City? Is it more of a walking city, or do they have public transport, buses, trains? What's the situation?
Yeah, actually, you know, the whole boardwalk area, shopping area, and many of the restaurants, it is walkable, but we actually, there are bike rentals, there are, you know, sort of rickshaw type transportation. There is a tram that runs along the boardwalk, and there is other forms of local transportation. So, I mean, it's really easy to get around Atlantic City, and fairly compact as well. I mean, you're not talking great distances. So moving around locally, whether it's by foot, by tram, by rickshaw, it's all very easy.
Okay, thank you for that. We have one more question, and this one is a very tricky question. I don't even think you're going to be able to answer it, but let's just get your opinion on it.
Okay.
Clients are very uneasy about traveling, primarily because no insurance companies are covering them for medical as long as the travel ban is in effect. Do you have any comments about this?
You know, I am not an insurance expert, and I can imagine that this is a big issue for travelers, and we'll look forward to the day when the travel ban is lifted, so it eases everything for everyone. And I think I honestly don't have any advice on that. I think some people want to travel as quickly as they can, and as we know, some of our clients will wait a while and let the dust settle and understand what's involved with protocols and borders and insurances. So I really can't advise, but to say that, you know, I think we all understand some will travel quicker than others.
Yeah, I think you're right. Canadians are kind of grappling with three big factors right now. One, the non-essential travel advisory, two, the quarantine upon return, and three, this insurance issue. So,
yes,
you know, everyone wants to come to Atlantic City, but some people may come now and some people may come later in the fall. So we'll have to see.
You know, absolutely. And as we said at the beginning, we just hope that we've generated some interest in Atlantic City. And you now have me as a contact, and I'm happy to follow up on items from today or answer questions that you might have in the future. And we look forward to welcoming the travel trade and their clients. I mean, we'd love to have you in Atlantic City. So we'll look forward to that, whether it's you know, for July 4th, if the casinos are open, or whether it's in 2021 or 2022, we'll look forward to it.
Great. Judi, did you want to say anything about the pricing?
Yes, just a reminder that we are offering a $100 Amazon gift card. So I'm excited about that. We will do the draw tomorrow and I'll notify the winner. So we'll look forward to that tomorrow. And, you know, really, really appreciate everyone's time today. And you know, we're wishing all of you guys the very best and hope that Atlantic City might be in your future.
Thank you so much, Judi. We really appreciate having you here today. That was a great webinar, very informative. I want to thank all of our viewers for joining us today. Please keep an eye out for more Atlantic City information and more webinars by Travelweek. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.